Welcome to another episode of Chasing Mysteries Gardens. I'm Rebecca, and along with my wife Karen, we are on a mission to renovate and rejuvenate our little piece of earth. We are in September, and the sun is going down faster every day, and things are starting to wrap up in the garden. So I wanted to take you on our tour for September to see what is still here and what we're working on. So come along with me as we do our September garden tour. This is the peach tree, and we did get one peach. That was exciting. The basil's still big, still doing good. I could get probably another cutting of this and dehydrate it. So I'll probably do that. And then over here is the pear tree. No pears this year, but we did get some rosemary, and I'll be able to cut the rest of that before it gets too cold. So we ended up not doing anything to this garden this year. We did extend it out a little bit, but we never planted anything or got rocks or anything like that. So I believe that is on the agenda for next spring. Then this way we have a garbage garden. Karen has put rocks on this tree. It's a Rose of Sharon, in the attempt to try to get some of the branches to grow in a different direction. Daylilies are all done, ferns are all done. The honeysuckle is still coming out. It's gotten humongous. It's just kind of taking over. Everything else is dying away. In the first garden bed, I thought for sure that this was a weed, so I left it just to see what kind of flower comes up. And wouldn't you know, it's actually dill. So I don't know how dill seeds got into this garden. Probably just the wind, but there are some weeds. But these are actually cowpeas. So this is the flower. And then I believe the beans will come from this. I don't know. I've never grown these before. They have a really pretty purple flower that I don't see any of right now. So it's just a lot of greenery in there. We still have Swiss chard going strong. We have some weedy grass that I thought was absolutely beautiful. We have our marigolds. Then we have, growing over the arch, some butternut squash. So I pollinated this one by hand. The last of the nasturtiums. I pollinated that one by hand. And then over here we have two more. So under this grate, I'm attempting spinach seeds for the third time. Something keeps eating them, or they're not growing, or I don't know. So we've got little patches of some, but it's not doing very well. And then on this side, we have kohlrabi that I need to thin out. It's been really cool over the nights, the last few nights, so we might get an early frost. So I don't know if either of these things are really going to make it. Here we have the Sans Marzana tomatoes. They're doing so good. So I've been picking these kind of at first blush so that nothing eats them. I left one by accident, and sure enough, something ate it. So whenever I see a little hint of red, I pick it, and then I let it rest on the window ledge till it turns red, and then in a bowl till it turns red, and then I put it all in the freezer. because I'm going to make pizza sauce with all these tomatoes. So this is the asparagus, and I was actually shocked. This thing is taller than I am right now. So the other day I noticed that there are all these little shoots coming up. This is new. This one was new. So when it got cooler, some more came up. Potatoes are done. Pumpkin just died. We gave up. Took it out. Alright, let's head over to the beans. I had one calendula flower, and I'm hoping that one of these goes to seed so that I can harvest the seeds. Then we have our beans, which aren't doing very well. I mean, they look like they're doing well, but they're just not like regular beans this year. They stayed flat. I mean, that may have been the variety, but it was the same exact package as I bought last year, so I don't know. We've got bush beans that did not do well at all. We have more pole beans. There are still some flowers now that it's cooling off. But I don't think I'm going to get enough to do another canning. I might have to just go buy some. And it's starting to spread over here. So I took out the squashes that were here and I planted peas, which you can, 1 pea, 2 peas, but I planted probably 30 peas in here and only 3 popped up. I think because, I don't know if you can see over here, there's holes. Something's digging and eating them. The dill did really well. We're growing a maple tree. Trying to anyway. So these cucumbers are still going pretty well. I picked a couple today. There's some more. The leaves do have the fungus, but I just kind of gave up and stopped trying to care for it. It was the end of the season anyway. So I'll get what I get and then call it done. So I did plant more dill down in here, so that's starting to get bigger. So these are pickling cucumbers that are pretty much done. Oop, wait. Woohoo! So I did plant some more down in here. Those are the babies. See if they'll come to maturity before the end of the season. Oh, I see another one hiding here in the, oh, this is a big one. Woo! Hiding in the marigolds. See, if you don't find them, they just grow and grow and grow. And this one's starting to turn yellow, which is a sign of bitterness. And if I had let this keep going, it would have gone to seed and then the whole plant would have just died, even though it's already dead. So planted some more peas in here, and you can just see they just like, that's a little pea that they just tried to eat. They're just, oh, yep, there's a whole bunch, see? Here's one. Oh, I don't know if that'll grow. Dang it. They're just pushing this spiky stuff away and just eating underneath. Impatiens are starting to yellow. Karen's already started to plant mums, even though the marigolds are still going. Look at this little cute thing. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Slug. Wow, that thing is huge. parsley. Still have a few roses coming out. Butterfly bush is still growing. Ooh, spider. Look at all these marigolds. Wow. So I have harvested all of my banana peppers. There are a few tiny little ones starting to grow, but those are not going to grow before the end of the season. Same with the jalapenos. Got a few tiny ones, but I don't think they're going to get much bigger. So I harvested all those. I'm going to make a jalapeno sauce, like a salsa kind of thing. All the peppers are done, although a few flowers. I've already pulled out the peppers from here. We have, is that butterfly bush? Is this a butterfly bush? What? So I thought that this blueberry was dead, so I left it as is, and some of the branches started to come back, and then there were a few weeds in here, but that definitely looks like a butterfly bush flower. Huh. We've got more itty bitty little jalapenos. This little stackable pot worked really, really well. More parsley. Lavender that never did bloom. And then our loganberry bush. So everything's starting to turn yellow, which means end of season is near. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you. The raspberry bush. I got 3 raspberries this year. It's so sad. Oh, here's a few. Just did not do well. I don't know if I pruned it back too much or if it's just the cycle of life. I don't know. Blackberry is actually growing really long up over that trellis. Peony's been done for a while. These pots are doing so good. This climbing greenery is way out into the yard. Karen moves it every time she mows. So we're going to get trees, bigger trees to plant in that area, hopefully before it gets too cold. So here we have a zucchini that just kept growing and growing and growing, but we never got any fruit. I think we got 1 fruit. Lilac's not doing too well. So here is the front garden with our brand new shutter color. I love this flower. I think it's so cute. Still have a gladiola hanging on. Oh, there's another one coming out. Still some clematis coming out. The straw flowers are getting super long. Karen's mums. Other flowers. mums, more marigolds, mums in the ground. You can see the new growth for this down here coming out. This is the old stems. That's the new. So these are the irises right here. So the way irises grow is they grow out, and only the outer newer flowers actually get flowers. So it's just spreading into, it's just going to keep growing this way. So the middle stays green, but it's just too big. So we're going to get rid of it. Pasta, which is dead. Dead, dead. Everything's coming to an end. Snapdragons are still doing okay. Got some little ones coming out. Oh, look. A ton more mushrooms. It's been very wet. And there you have it. That is September in a nutshell. So towards the end of the month, we should be done with the tomatoes. We'll be done with the Swiss chard, probably. Cucumbers will be done. Beans will probably last until freeze. The squash will hold out for as long as possible to ripen on the vine. And then the gardens will be wrapped up for another year. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more. And as always, Suki Suki. Love the earth, love yourself, love each other. Till next time.